Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Arizona Sundogs Television. I'm Jordan Duvall. With me here is Shane Ferraro, and we have a exciting show planned, action-packed, as we take a look inside the world of Arizona Sundogs hockey.
That's right, Jordan. Today what we're going to do is catch you up on some of the recent Sundogs action. We're going to sit down and talk with head coach and general manager Marco Pietranero, and we're going to even give you an inside look at some of the X's and O's of defending and executing a 2-on-1 break.
Exciting stuff, and Shane, it's hard to believe, but already one quarter of the way through the 2009-10 season, and the Sundogs had some ups, had some downs. Right now a record of 5-8-2, and although it doesn't mean anything in the standings, you look at some of their losses now, 8 total losses, and there's been some very close games, a lot of one-goal losses. They haven't lost a game by more than 2 goals. So, you know, you break it down, and you could easily see this team with maybe 7, 8, 9 wins as opposed to just 5. Some of those losses, a little bit of luck here and there. Some of the bounces go your way, and things might switch around a little bit. Obviously not the start that the Sundogs and Marco were looking for. Some of the losses, you can say, are even frustrating. If you take a look at some of their losses this season, they've been by 1 or 2 goals. Yep. In those losses, the Sundogs have hit multiple posts. They've had some goals waved off that may have been called goals. They've had some controversial goals ruled against them. So not the start they're looking for, but the positive is that they're in every game they've played in so far, and a couple bounces here or there, and they have a couple more wins in the standings. And most recently, the Sundogs finished up a 5-game homestand. They went 2-2-1 on the home trip, 3 games against the Laredo Bucks and then 2 against Corpus Christi. And probably the highlight of the season so far, and maybe one of the highlights in the Sundogs franchise history, a big 9-0 win over the Laredo Bucks here at Tim's Toyota Center. Huge win. Let's take a look at some of the numbers from inside that 9-0 win. That 9-goal margin of victory was the biggest in Sundogs franchise history, and also for Laredo, it was Terry Ruskowski and crew's biggest loss in history as well. The Sundogs would score 5 goals in the second period, which is the second highest single-period output in franchise history, and all but 3 Sundogs players picked up at least a point in the victory, which, believe it or not, was the Sundogs' first regular season win over the Bucks at Tim's Toyota Center. Pretty remarkable stuff, Shane. You talk about that 9-0 win, and a lot of fun to see in person as well. Absolutely, and it was just a night where everything was going right for the Sundogs. Scott DeWald has the first hat trick of the season for the Sundogs, the first of his pro career. J.F. Farah, 28 saves for the first shutout of the season. 9 goals on 33 shots. The team finished 1 for 5 on the power play. Certainly a great win for the first home win of the season, and something that the Sundogs are looking to continue this year. And the Sundogs finished up their homestand with a record 2-2-1, as I said. So, again, there's some games that another couple close losses could have gone either way, but overall a 500 record. And just coming off a road trip in which they went 1-2, capped off by a big 5-4 shootout win over the Amarillo Gorillas. And one of the newest Sundogs, big signing in the summer, was Conrad Reeder. He had his best game so far as a Sundog. He picked up a hat trick in the game, so the Sundogs are hoping to build some momentum off of that. Right now the team sits at 5-8-2, giving them 12 points. They are in 8th place in the Southern Conference. But Shane, the Sundogs are a brief winning streak away from really climbing in the standings. When you look at the breakdown between 2 and 8 right now, not a whole lot of points separating the team. So a few bounces here and there, as we said, and Arizona could get on a roll and really make some headway in the standings. And that's a positive right now. This early in the season, the Sundogs aren't that far out of contention. Odessa, as you had mentioned, running away with it a little bit right now, as they did last year. But a couple of wins here or there, and the Sundogs are right back in the mix, and it's a very tightly contested Southern Conference right now. So, again, a positive right now. The Sundogs not the start that they want, but a couple of wins, and they're right there near the top of the conference. All right, we'll stick around. Coming up next, we're going to chat with the Sundogs head coach, general manager, Marco Pietranero. Stay with us here on SundogsTV.